start with the development of lungs. Please note, this is the entire topic of development of lungs. First point, our lungs will develop from the caudalmost end of the laryngotracheal tube, and that caudalmost end of laryngotracheal tube, which was dividing into the two lung buds. As these two lung buds are migrating in the right and left direction, they will divide into three different divisions on the right side and two different divisions on the left side. We'll come to that. So therefore, this laryngotracheal tube in the caudal direction, on the right side and left side, these two, they are known as lung buds. They are called lung buds. On the right side, this lung bud will be dividing into three divisions. On the left side, the lung bud will divide into two divisions. Now, they are penetrating, this entire bunch will penetrate the pleural coelom. Therefore, that pleural coelom, orange color I will use, they will penetrate this entire pleural coelom, and the splanchnopleuric layer of the pleural coelom will develop into pulmonary pleura. This is what I am drawing. This is the pleural coelom, and inside it will be the pulmonary pleura, that is the splanchnopleuric layer. So therefore here this will be the pleural coelom, the part of coelomic cavity that will develop into pleura, pleural cavities, and the innermost layer, which will be derived as splanchnopleuric mesoderm, it will be developing into pulmonary pleura. So the splanchnopleuric mesoderm, innermost layer of the pleural cavity, will develop into pulmonary pleura. Now, what will happen is the lower part of this laryngotracheal tube dividing into right and left bronchi, these lung buds, right and left bronchi, now they are called right and left bronchi. Each bronchi will further divide into secondary bronchi. So therefore this right bronchi will divide into three secondary bronchi within the lung bud, which will be enclosed by pleural coelom, and the splanchnopleuric layer enclosing it will form pulmonary pleura. On the left hand side, this lung bud will divide into this left principal bronchus. This left principal bronchus will divide into secondary bronchi. How many are there? Two. On the right there were three. On the left there are two. And again on the left side, same way, it will penetrate the pleural coelom, and the pleural coelom will slowly enclose these bronchi, and the innermost splanchnopleuric layer will form pulmonary pleura. Now, these secondary bronchi, which are differentiating, which are dividing, which are proliferating, they will develop into individual lobes of the right lung on the right side. On the left side, this secondary bronchi will develop into individual lobes of the left lung. In this way, these divisions will keep on dividing, and therefore during the development of lungs, the entire bronchial tree, now this is called the bronchial tree, its division into the right and left principal bronchi, its division into the secondary bronchi, and then it will keep on proliferating deep inside as tertiary, etc., tertiary bronchi, etc., all the further subdivisions. So this entire process will pass through three different stages. Those three different stages will be here. We come on this side. The first stage will be known as the pseudoglandular stage. It is called pseudoglandular stage. Please note down. This pseudoglandular stage will be limited from 7th week till 17 weeks of intraembryonic period of the fetal stage. Very important, please note down. 7th week to 17th week will be pseudoglandular stage. What will happen in this stage? The entire division of the lungs, the entire division of the bronchial architecture will resemble tubulo-acinus type of gland. Here the lungs will appear as tubulo-acinus type of gland. Then what will happen further? Further, mucus glands will develop. At what stage they will develop? They will develop around 12th week. In 7 to 17 weeks, around 12th week, the mucus glands will develop in the bronchial architecture. Next, what will happen? Within the pseudoglandular stage, it will be regulated by splanchnopleuric mesoderm. So therefore, the entire proliferation, I will write here, proliferation and differentiation of what? Proliferation and differentiation of respiratory epithelium. Now the epithelial cells of this entire tract will develop, this entire tract. And these respiratory epithelial cells, where are they coming from? Laryngotracheal tube. Laryngotracheal tube is coming from ventral part of foregut, which we have seen during development of the larynx. So therefore, these lining epithelial cells, which are called respiratory epithelial cells, are endodermal in development, purely endodermal. So therefore, if we come on that side, please come on this side, proliferation and differentiation of respiratory epithelial cells will be purely from endoderm, and it will be regulated by, it will be controlled by, it will be regulated and controlled by layer of splanchnopleuric mesoderm, as we have discussed, splanchnopleuric mesoderm. Similarly, as this proliferation and differentiation of respiratory epithelium developing from endoderm is controlled by splanchnopleuric mesoderm, the same splanchnopleuric mesoderm will develop into, it will also develop into, here I can make this arrow, and I can show that it will develop into fibroareolar tissue present in the lungs. The entire fibroareolar tissue of the lungs, that is connective tissue, and musculature present within the branching pattern of the bronchi and alveoli, whatever musculature is present. So therefore, this splanchnopleuric mesoderm will also help in development of connective tissues and the musculature present within the respiratory epithelium. This much points, whatever we have discussed, you need to mention in pseudoglandular stage. Now we come to second stage. In the second stage, it is called canalicular stage. Now this canalicular stage, time period, we start with the time period. So the time period of this will be from 17 to 26 week. From 17 to 26 week will be canalicular stage. What will happen here? First, there will be development of capillaries. Capillaries will develop in the peripheral region of the bronchi. Next important thing that will happen here will be further development of respiratory epithelial cells. The entire respiratory tract and respiratory epithelial cells will be divided into, for example, if I write here, respiratory epithelial cells will divide into type 1 and type 2. The type 1 cells, I'll write here type 1 pneumocytes. They are called type 1 pneumocytes. These type 1 pneumocytes cells will be columnar, and the type 2, which are very important, the type 2 pneumocytes will be cuboidal, They are cuboidal and they will produce or release surfactant. There is a biochemical compound or a fluid-like structure, surfactant. So these type 2 pneumocytes will release surfactant fluid. So here we have to mention surfactant. And from this stage onwards, type 2 pneumocytes will secrete surfactant fluid. This much is second stage, canalicular stage.